Shem Kol Yisrael. I want to share with you an unbelievable story with an unbelievable message. So this story was actually shared by Carl Jung, the eminent psychologist, in his book. In World War II, there was a group of American soldiers stationed in one of the Pacific Islands, and they were planning an attack. They were soon going to attack Japan. In one of these islands was a man named Johnny. Johnny was sleeping soundly in his tent one night, and in the middle of the night, he hears someone screaming, "Johnny, Johnny!" And it sounds just like his mother's voice. So Johnny wakes up, and he knows that someone must be pranking him. So he was the type of guy that didn't like getting pranked. So he walks outside of the tent, looks around, trying to find the guy who was making a joke. But it was strange because nobody knew that, that was the way that his mom called him, and the voice sounded just like his mom. So he was just so curious that he walked all around the base looking for the guy who pranked him, wandering. He was kind of a stubborn type, all around the base. Until finally, after a couple of minutes doing this, he kind of gave up, said, "What the heck, I'm going to go back to my tent, go back to sleep." Strange. He goes back to his tent, and he sees that there is no more tent. It's a giant hole, a giant crater. You see a missile had been shot at those exact minutes from the Japanese, and had completely knocked down all of his friends, who lay dead. Months later, Johnny was recounting this unbelievable story to his mother in Oklahoma. And his mother said, "Do I have a story for you?" And that exact night, in that exact hour, she had a dream. And she saw Johnny and his platoon and a missile hitting the crater, hitting the tent and forming a crater. And she screamed, "Johnny, Johnny!" And she was so frantic that her husband could only calm her down by saying, "Don't worry, it's just a dream, it's just a dream." In other words, it seems as if the mother's love had traveled somehow throughout the universe and saved her son, Johnny. This is an unbelievably important story, I think, during this time. I think what the story is teaching me is that when we direct our hearts and our minds towards our brothers and sisters in battle, our souls are really connected. And those prayers really make a difference. And the love that we form between us can save our brothers' lives. So the next time we're davening, we're saying an Asher Yatzar, we're saying a Yehi Ratzon, it really matters. Please take the extra time to really focus your thoughts and hearts. And I'm, of course, talking to myself. I'm trying to make a practice before I say an Asher Yatzar, for example. Just think of someone down south. Think of the Chayalim, and really direct our prayers, and really strengthen ourselves with love towards our brothers and sisters. And we have to believe and know that every single prayer makes a difference. And that's our mission. Keep on praying, keep on learning, keep on doing mitzvahs. And in that merit, may our brothers, as many as possible, be saved. And may we win this war. Have a beautiful Shabbos. And thank you to Yidor Halberstam for this beautiful story, Small Miracles of Love and Friendship, in her great book.